Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Underdog Views, and we're finally finishing the franchise of the Expendables. Um, this franchise was not really my franchise, I like the actors themselves, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Snipes, uh, Statham, I like the actors, and I like their movies, but I just apparently don't like them all in the same movie. I don't know why, but that it's just what it is. Um, but let's just start with and let's finish the franchise Expendables with Expendables 4. 4. Um, we're in Libya and we kind of looking down, and the camera goes back. Uh, but we're looking down on Gaddafi's old chemical plant, and we have now kind of a buff shot of a soldier, lighting something, probably a cigarette. He's walking back to a chair with a gun next to it and a kind of a desk. He's sitting down, puts his leg up, and now starts to smoke. We kind of, turn turn down and look at him sitting there smoking. Um, we then he's looking at uh, maybe 10 people walking around in front of a building, um, and then we see a soldier on a walkie uh, asking Omar for the status of the general, and Omar answers with he is still with his family. Then we see the general, with his wife and I think his little son, playing nice. But we're also gonna leave that because if you don't know what, if you want to know what's happening next, watch the movie yourself. Yeah, there was a scene in this movie where it was implied that Stallone died, but eventually he didn't, but he had to do it because otherwise he couldn't open a specific file because it was classified. Interesting. Um, yeah, it was a fun movie, kind of fun. Um, yeah, I have nothing else to say. We had some new recruitment, to ladies that were added to the team. Um, so yeah, um, overall it was an alright movie. A franchise is just not my franchise, and that's alright also, because not every franchise is made for everybody, Some people just don't like the Human Centipede franchise, for instance, and I get I get it if you don't like that franchise, or some people just don't like Back to the Future, or John Wick, or Harry Potter, or Game of Thrones, or just a simple franchise, or just a simple movie, because not every movie is for every single person. Everybody has their own preference, and that's okay. Um, I just personally don't like really Star Wars. It's not my franchise. I do like the Star Wars Lego games and the game and certain games from Lego from Star Wars. I like the Star Wars Legos itself. But I'm just not really a big Star Wars movie fan. Outside of that, Star Wars is fine. Like I said, the games are fine, the Legos are fine, but I just don't really care for the franchise. And that's okay. Like I said, not every franchise is for everybody. Um, and like I said, this franchise, Expendables, it's just not for me. you know, it has some nice actors, and I like the actors in their own movies, but I just apparently don't care for them really if they're all in the same movie like the Expendables. Maybe there are other movies where there's a crossover with two uh, big action heroes, which he probably also had already, and that's probably I like those movies more, but this just was not my movie. This was just not my franchise, and that's okay. This movie also gets a high 3, low 4. No, it's not too high, not too low. The movie was alright. But obviously, go watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend a good movie from one of these action heroes down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my second channel on the kids where I have the food drinks every week from time to time as alcohol. On my third channel on the Reacts or do primarily music. Link down below in the description. And see you guys next time. Bye.